Seems we have a couple of geese flying around this morning. Haven't seen any geese around, but then guys been running wheat, so they show up. Seems almost a little early for them, though. I don't know. Oh well. I figured we'd take a look at this because I haven't been down near it since it stopped. That bar is straight. It's not crammed back against the level windshield. And that's where it stopped. That's how it's supposed to work. And if I come over here, well, it didn't swing it back as far as I thought it would. It barely did it at all. Playing with it by hand, I think it's supposed to actually come back where it locks right there. But maybe not, because this piece, if set appropriately, when you pull the carriage out, is supposed to put this back in gear. Well, turn the valve back on, basically. But, time to move it. I cleared the back half of that field last night. I was going to go out and finish picking that up. But by that point, dinner was ready and I unloaded the bale wagon after cooling off for a bit. Didn't make it very far. Bale wagon's actually, I got the combine moved, got it unloaded, and I can see it. Hey, look, there's the cab right there. Yeah, that's when I was told dinner was ready, and it's like, you know what? Screw it. And then I realized it's Tuesday night, and Deadliest Catch was on, and I kind of like that show, and I don't always get to see it, so that's what I did last night. And we're starting the morning out at 63 degrees. Looking to be 105 plus today. And Japanese quarter horses over there waiting for me. Bad thing when I gotta move very far. It's like, where do you put the bike? Because I don't want to walk all the way. I may not get this all moved at once either. I don't know. Depends on what the cows do. If they go in while I'm out here, I might run back in and get the bale wagon. That's my opportunity to close the gate and don't have to worry about them. I do have to tell on myself, though. The little traveler is still here at the top of the hill. I was running up the lane yesterday, and I had to take the wire down by the riser up here, get the traveler moved through it, and get the pipe run across. I totally spaced hooking that wire back up. And when we quit yesterday, I had number one on the bike with me. I was going to bring her right down, and she says, "Is Grumpy on the wrong side of the fence?" And I'm like, what? Her yearling heifer, Grumpy, was standing in the gate over the pipe. Whoops. Luckily, it was just her. Rode right up on her with the bike. She turned around, came back in, put the wire up. But stuff happens. So that was open all day long yesterday, which means this group over here, had they wanted to and realized it, they could have marched right on over there, gone out into the hay field, or gone out into that other field, or come down the lane and gone out anywhere over there, or gone up the lane and gone right on through the yard. Yep. Could have happened, but it didn't. Okay, I gotta get moving. Did you get the traffic report this morning? So, here's the report. There was a slight jam up on the other side of the bridge. On-ramp from one side and the on-ramp from the other side had an issue. On-ramp from the other side, the calf took off, went to the barn. That was good. Other than that, no issues whatsoever. Dino stayed over here. He was facing this way. These cows stayed over here. Life is good. Oh yeah, we got some colors in the sky now. Oh, it's not as good from right here, but here we go. And there's a gap in those trees at the bottom of the screen. I wish that showed up better than it does in it. It's really cute, pretty, whatever. Awesome. How's that sound? Yeah, that's still in colors. Hey, now the orb's coming up. That was in my eyes a minute ago. It's there. There it is, between the trees. Ah, there we go. Finally. As I was climbing the bottom part of the hill, it was right in my eyes. And neighbors finished up there with the disc last night. No worries, he's got another 130 acres within it. Well, right across the road from that the other way. And I don't know if you got a good look at these bales, but it's good looking stuff. Mom's definitely impressed. She said, it's been a long time since we put hay up that nice. Well, yeah, because in the spring, early summer for first cut, it's either coarse and rank underneath, or it's already turning color. That's even if it gets pastured into December. Or through December, which we've done a couple of times. I kind of need this little thing here. I know it's off. And it's just sitting there, so that makes it easier. If I ride down and put that on and then walk back for the tractor. That seems to work okay. I still get, I don't know, half a mile of walking in the morning when I do this, but I also get to give my back and feet a little rest in between times. So, I get this going. Maybe by the end, the little bit of dew we have this morning, it's enough the tires are wet on the tractor. Let these bales maybe get the sunlight for about 10 minutes. We'll probably get them so they won't be damp and they'll slide on the tables on the bale wagon better. Come pick them up, and I don't know how soon I want to start baling. As soon as the dew's off. I don't want to wait too long. Guess what I'm doing? And look at that, I cleared that by a nice amount at that end. If I can do this, there you go. You got to see it go all the way. I am going to have to get over and get that broken bale picked up here in the next, I don't know, I probably got 12 hours? Yeah, it's got plenty of time before I got to worry about it. And it doesn't look like that thing's puking really bad at the moment. That's a good thing. And I'm just going to kind of go back and forth here. It's a pain in the ass, but, you know, it is what it is. I might just take this off in sections. We'll see. I'll get it picked up anyway. Except for the banana bales that are bananas, number one, because it was too dry, and number two, because the windrows weren't perfect. They were lopsided, and I reminded her to compensate for that. Didn't realize I already had 4 bales. That's what happens when I'm on here, not paying attention, right? That's why the computer is supposed to pay attention for me. But that doesn't always mean the computer does its job. Sometimes it'll switch stacks on you midstream and you're like, oh crap. So you got to keep an eye on that. And I think I'm just going to do it this way, round and round in spots. Gets me turning on this corner, and the other I'm kind of in the middle of the field making different ruts. But oh yeah, and when I got up here, just between here and where the Traveler is, and you know, a spot I could see, there was about probably 15 fresh mole hills, probably 20 gopher hills, and most of them were open. It's like, well, gosh, if I had the other bike, I could have smoked a few, but I want to get water on this first. My plan is to follow that sprinkler and smoke them, because then I don't got to worry about any issues. I'm going to let you go so I can do this a little better. What for you? I picked up all the whole bales. There's 3 over there. Yeah, one I tried. I didn't think it would. It broke the twine. Frickin' bananas. There's only 3 there. The one I broke last night's over by the cedar trees. About 147 bales, I think, is what she actually ended up with. Because there's, yeah, that many on here. 1 tie tier in there. And that's the second tie tier. So I've only got 24 bales to go and it's full. Which is going to have to come off of there, because obviously this isn't going to fill it. That's okay. It's far into that's fairly heavy, so we'll say there's a full load over there, maybe not quite, I don't know. That equates to 3.5 ton per load, give or take. So, you know, hell, that's not bad at all, I don't think. This year, and especially on the second cut, I'll take it. This is interesting. Right here's where I had that puddle of water the other day. And it's not dry by any means, but it's not full of water. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I got both ends running up here. You know, I mean, I thought it could have been from this leaking and going into a frickin' gopher hole and coming out down here. And it still could have been what it was, but that valve didn't show any sign of leaking when it was shut off. So this made it up here just right when I finished over there. So walked in, got the bike, I'll drag her back down, let her run this again. And hopefully when we're done up here, we'll move it over and run it on this little piece. Then get it back down in the bottom. Or maybe run it over one more and hammer some more. I don't know, we'll see. Either way, everything still needs lots of water. We might be done before 10 o'clock. It'll be close.
Alright guys, I'm gonna get a little video for you guys while I'm baling. We're baling the last of what's at home, so we'll be done today. So far, the counter from yesterday in that field over there on this baler has decided to count triple of what it should be, which is the second counter on this machine. Dad and I were discussing it earlier. We wish. Are you ready?
Per bale, the second bale goes up.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'm trying to multitask. It's a little bit more hard right now because Dad's having trouble with it this morning. Well, the damn computer's playing games. Computer's playing games with him, and my counter's not working with me, and been out checking bales because God knows the moisture tester that they like to put in smaller balers too that don't count how many bales we have. I wish I had a monitor like my dad does in the big baler, because it'll count the bales and all that stuff, which is really nice. But I told Dad, I said I'd be better off with the goddamn hand counter on the fucking steering wheel. But we'll see. So he's having fun. So far, I checked my counter. He's doing a little bit of a video. So far it's right on what it should be, is what we were guessing from how many bales he picked up out of this field already to finish the last stack that he got off the last field. So it's gonna be one of those days. It's already over 80 degrees, guys. And it's not even 10 o'clock. And I'm hot in this damn thing because the AC sucks. But we'll get you some more here in a little bit of Dad messing around and having just such a fun time. Dad's having a hard time this morning with the bale lighting, which he's already told you guys, I'm sure. And our counter kind of tripled what it should have yesterday, but this morning when I checked it after Dad started the second, well, he finished off the first load, then came back and started this one. It was counting correctly, but we'll see. And this is the second counter that we put on this one, so, and it cost me too much to do that anymore, but we fixed it, we tinkered with it, we've done literally everything with it. But I have to tell him when he's getting full, because he doesn't know. So.
Mother Nature didn't screw that windrow too much.
That's true. Mother Nature didn't screw up that windrow that bad. She had hella fun yesterday. I had windrows in the other field from here to the middle that were just screwed up. So it was a lot of running around, and Dad raked it again this morning and then finished baling and had to cut a couple bales that were too bananas hard to pick up. But moisture-wise yesterday, I am a little bit higher, which we like a hell of a lot more than what I had yesterday. Yesterday we were just trying to get it done. But we will be done with hay officially today as soon as I get these last two windrows done. So, at least we're having fun. But this cab is getting hot. The AC in here, yes, there is AC. She decided not to work. I mean, it really is hot. I can tell you right now that the back of my shirt is completely soaked. It is that warm in this cab right now. Well, Dad and I are going to have fun, I guess, here in a second.
We are done. Not as good as it could have been, but definitely nowhere near as bad as it could have been. This field got exactly 100 bales off of it. And I told you earlier my brain wasn't going to add that shit up. But I had 88 and 66 off the other one. And this one's just a touch smaller. They're the same width from there to there, but the length is off maybe 40 feet. This one, when I cut it and do everything, it ends up being a perfect square to the center, and that one you end up with like a 40 or 50 foot long windrow in the middle. So that's the only difference. And this one didn't cut as clean because it wasn't as heavy, and some of the places where the rodents were, and some of this may actually be that much regrowth already. I don't know. This was the last part that got irrigated before. But we're going to take stuff in, and number one says she's got about 3 minutes of video of this thing, so by now you should have seen that if I remember to put it in correctly, and if she actually gets it sent to me. It's 10:30, and it's got to be about 90 degrees now. It's going to be a wonderful day. Close to your video. See if it'll come in. Look at that. Yeah, 104 at the moment. We still got another hour before it's at the highest point. Screw it. I'm done for the day.